Hello natural beauties, welcome to my channel. My name is Nat and today we are going to do a face full of purple. Every item that we use, we are going to try and use a tone of purple. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I do already have my eyebrows done with this ABH blush kit right here with this color Blackberry. I did my brows just using these two little brushes. And then I also have this caffeine inky list under both my eyes for dark circles. Doesn't work, but I'm trying to use it up. I have this e.l.f. Jelly Pop in Grape Pop on my lips. I really enjoy that. Wonderful kind of texture, but I don't like that it smells like artificial watermelon, which I just don't like that flavor or that scent. And then I have my eyes primed along with a little right under my inner corners with my not NYX. This is my ColourPop Light 20, which is in a project pan. I'm probably going to be using this mirror right here. I anticipate using this NYX Ombre blush in the color Mauve Me right here, so I'll probably use that. But as far as eyeshadow palettes, we're going to be using our Pinky Rose 80s Baby palette. And I'm going to try and stay right in here because those are some nice purples. I feel like I kind of slurred a little bit right there. Nice big fluffy brush, and we're going to go into the baby right here. My eyes are still a little bit tacky, so I'm going to be real gentle with this because I'm going to need it to blend out. And so, like I was saying, while I was at work, a coworker of mine, she had a cool gray suit on, and when I saw her, just kind of like the whole outfit that she had on, plus the color of her eyes and stuff, I was just like, man, she would look even more beautiful if she had done like an all purple. Well, I thought like a purple eye. And then I was like, oh, look, she would look good with a purple lip as well. And then I was like, And then from there, I just kind of got the idea of like a full face of purple. But for me at work, that's just not the kind of makeup that I would use, like a full face of everything purple. So I figure since we are stuck in the house, why not try something that I had been interested in trying to do, because I am trying to still, keep myself entertained and try not to watch TV the whole time. Even though I do realize that I like whether it's TV or radio, I do like some background noise. We will take a break from, like, I guess, noise, whether it's, Bluetooth, telephones, games. We will take a break, every now and then. But I've noticed that I like background music. So that actually went on and sheared out really nicely. I'm going to go in with this one right here into the color Dapper. And I'm just going to work that into this crease right here. And I'm just going to kind of push that up into it. And I'm just going to build that up and pull that in. Oh, that's a really nice purple. Can you see that? And it's more of a sheer, so in the pan it looks like it's probably a shimmer. See it right here? It looks like it's probably a shimmer, but it's, I think, a sheer, maybe a satin. Yeah, that's a really nice color. I'm very pleasantly surprised with that one. I feel like the last time I used that color, I don't remember it looking like that. So I think that's a gorgeous color. Let me know if y'all have any of the Pinky Rose. I'm sorry, have I been looking up, down the whole time? Let me know if y'all have any of the Pinky Rose palettes or items. They also, I got some eyelashes when I ordered this from them. And I did like them, but after a while they did become like very pokey. So I still have them only because I'm a little hesitant to declutter them. I keep feeling like I can probably like save them. I'm going to use that same brush and just kind of smudge right between the two of those. And right on this outer part. What do y'all think about that? Oh my goodness. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. We're going to go in with this really, really small brush. You know what? That's too small. We're going to go with this one into this color Care Bear. And we're going to take this right along the edge to buff out that line. You'll see that line there. We're just going to add a little bit of purple to the top too. But I mostly just wanted to take that away. So I'm going to go in again, pick it up, and do it on this side as well. See where that weird line was? And just use that to just buff it out and make sure that I still keep that really nice soft pink between the two of them as well. Very, very pretty. Let's see, what else are we going to do? I think that I'm going to go ahead and go in with, excuse me, I guess we'll go in with this brush right here. And we're going to use, should we use this? Let's go in with Virgo. And we're going to go right in and see. It's got, oh, look at how nice that is. That has definitely got some purple in it. Oh, yeah. I thought it was going to be a bit more blue, but no, it's got some purple in it. Could be also like the surrounding colors as well. Look at that. That is really nice. And again, we just went in on top of some shadow. And I love when shadows work like that. It just makes me feel good about paying the price that I paid for them. Because I feel like sometimes there are shadows. I have shadows in my Natasha Denona Tropic palette that don't seem to work this well. And I paid Natasha Denona prices for those. Even though that Tropic palette I did get when they were having their weekly wow sales, when they were having their weekly wow sales. So I got it like for $75. That is gorgeous. Look at that. Wow, that worked so very nicely. I think we're going to go in with that same little brush, and this time we're going to go into Orale. And we're going to keep this right on the outer corner. And I'm just going to build that up. Pick up just a little bit more. And I can see that. Can y'all see that? The difference that made right there? Very pretty. I am just going to drag it in just a little bit right there. Go in again. Right there. Same thing. Outermost corner. And I'm really just stamping it in place and building it up each time that I go in. And this is such a pretty color. Sometimes I noticed that I tend to pull palettes for certain colors because I like to use my Project Pan items. So sometimes I've had a palette for a while and I have not done an entire look with it. Let me see and add, I think I got a little more purple on that other eye. But that's just such a nice, very, very pretty. I think we're going to go ahead and keep this, and we're going to go in with, I guess, this same color right here, and we're going to flip that upside down because I kind of have little crinkly eyes. And I'm going to go right under and just real nice and soft. Pick up a little more, and again, the side that I picked it up on, I'm going to flip it upside down and just smudge it right along my lower lash line. and I don't want it to be too perfect. And then we can always clean it up. But I always like a little bit of a low lash line. And I'm going to go in with this purple again. I thought this one, Dapper, was gorgeous. So we're just going to go almost right on the center of that eye. And we're going to just build it up. Because I guess we have to. And we're just going to put it right there. And I was hoping to get a better take on that. You know, it came across real nice on the eye, on the eyelid, but not so much here. That's okay. I think we'll go in, should we just use the black since it's right here? And we'll go in on the outer corners. And just kind of smoke that outermost corner out. Start right here. And then I like to close my eyes and just smudge right on that outer lash line. And then I'll just flick it up or smudge it out a little bit. And I'm just going to use that same one that we used for Orale and just smudge that black in a little bit. And then we'll do our innermost corner. I don't know which one to use, so I think I'm going to use a highlighter from this LA Colors palette. I'm going to use this one. I think this one is a duochrome. And we'll see how this comes across. Oh, it's a little bit pink. That's alright because we got some pink in this look. Uh-oh, I see a hair somewhere. And I guess just to keep it symmetrical, we're going to get this little small one. We're going to go into that same highlight and we're going to go right under our brows. Just to keep that pink going. This has a very Checha Cat look to it, which if you've been with my channel for a while, you would know this past Halloween I planned on being a Checha Cat, but I think something happened. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was the weather, or maybe it was my health. Something happened and it was a no-go. So I think this is really pretty, and all I need to do is buff out these little corners. So let me do some blending right here on these outer corners, and then we will be back with our face. Alright, so I caught up both eyes. I went in with my Tarte Maneater mascara. This is 2 coats on my eyes, and this is Melt Cosmetics Molten Metal Lip Gloss in the color Overkill, and it's just blotted out all over my lips. And then I went in with this angled brush, these 2 right here, and I just kind of bronzed up my forehead. And I figure I usually do my my bronzing and my blush first, and I think what I'm gonna do is for bronzing I'm gonna use, for contouring I'm gonna use this color right here, and I think it is such an interesting color. I love it for blush. It is called Dusk, and I'm gonna keep this pretty high on my cheeks because my face is so round, and then I'm gonna just try and buff that out. And usually when it comes to contouring, I really like to contour with a cool color and bronze like with a warmer color. And I'm just gonna make sure that those are equal. Alright, I've blended that out. I am gonna go in with this foundation brush just to make sure I don't have any harsh lines want it to be very blended in, and I don't want it to like come too far down my cheeks or too far up. And now we're going to go ahead and do some blush. We're going to use this NYX Mauve Me, and we're just going to go in with that. And I like to start way up high, and we're just layering purples here. And I like this one because this one does have a little bit of a sheen, and I find myself getting more and more into blush, y'all, like 80s vibes blush. But I think it could be because I have been into eyeshadows for so long, and then right after eyeshadows my favorite would be highlights. And so just playing with those and having such a amazing, wonderful, fun, for me, in my opinion, stash. I am beginning, I believe, to appreciate some really nice blush. And so that's just something that I'm into. Plus, I love purple, particularly in the most unexpected of places, like on my lips or my cheeks. Now, we are going to go in. I have this right here. I actually got it at TJ Maxx for $2.50. I've never used it before. This is in the color Hot Spice. And I am going to go into, let's go into this one right here. And you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to go in with this Steve Laurent, and this is a highlight. And I'm just going to use my fingers for this. So this is clean. I'm going to go in and just draw it exactly where I want it, and just smudge that out. Same thing on the other side. And again, just smudge it out. And then I'm going to do it right down, I like it down the center of my nose, and I'm not going to mess with my my lips because I already have some lip gloss on and I don't want to risk messing it up. So I'm just going to make sure that's nice and blended. And then now I'm going to go in with this, and I'm going to go right on top. Ooh, oh, look at that. Very pretty. Oh my goodness, yes. Very nice. We're going to go in one more time and go into this other. This has such Checha-Cat vibes, and I am obsessed with it, y'all. I really wanted to be the Checha-Cat for Halloween. And just because we're a little bit extra, we're going to just smudge all that in one more time. And then we're going to go in on top with this Bobbi Brown highlight in the color Moon Glow. This is such an amazing, amazing highlight. We're going to use this little bitty brush right here. And I'm going to just pick it up right there. And we're going to put it on the highest points, because this is blinding, but it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. And I know that this kind of highlight can really emphasize some texture, but if that is not an issue for you, then I think that you should definitely at least try a blinding highlight. Just gonna warm this up a little bit because it's a little bright. Just gonna pick up the fallout from that first go round. Alright, lastly, just one last little blend. And because we're extra, look at how pretty that is, y'all. So much purple. We are going to use, this is in our April monthly makeup basket, or makeup bag. And we're just going to use this to set. And then we'll go in one last time for the neck. Look at how pretty all of that is. Oh, I should have done some little correcting and concealing there, but you know what, I need to let those breathe. My skin is obviously going through something. I think that this is such a fun look, definitely something I would not have been able to wear to work, but it is, I was very inspired by it, and I keep feeling hairs on me, y'all. That's disgusting. And this is just such a fun palette. I will say for today's look, I think my absolute favorite color from this palette was this one right here. This is Virgo, and I think that it was just such a surprising color, especially since I used it like dry and on its own. I was also really pleasantly surprised and pleased with the baby. I thought that was just such a gorgeous color, and it just built up so nicely, and it was just so nice and fuchsia pink, so I thought that was pretty. And this Dapper one, when I put it on, particularly with this brush right here, when I worked it into the crease, it was gorgeous. It really made me want to try a look with that all over my eyelid, because like I said, when I put it right in my crease and right on this outer V, I mean, the color was just gorgeous. This was a really good black, even though I just used a tiny bit of it. It needed the smallest amount of pigment. It blended out really well, and it also came off when I kind of cleaned under my eyes with my makeup eraser. It just kind of came off, didn't have to do a whole bunch of tugging or nothing. And then ultimately this Care Bear one, and y'all know that I love lavenders. This was probably my least favorite one today, and then this one right here, 17, I did put that right under on my lower lash line, just to add another color in there. So I used all 7 of these right here. This was my favorite. Well, this was the biggest surprise. This was my favorite, and this was probably my least favorite. But all really good shadows. I think it's such a fun palette. Thank you all so much for joining me. Just know that I am sending positivity to you, and I hope that you're doing what you love, and I will talk to you later. Bye, y'all.